Welcome back to AFOX number one stop to entertainment and trending news. For the first time, Jalango is opening up as to the loss of Papa Shirandula and what that felt at that time. You might remember during the COVID-19 pandemic, those who lost their loved ones during that time, there was never a chance for families to say a proper goodbye. The number of people were limited, and if you might remember, at that time in Italy, they had actually even banned funerals, and some people were being taken straight to the cemetery and there was no one there to participate in the burial itself. That is the family and friends of that particular loved one. And actually in India, during the height of the country's second wave, many COVID victims were buried in shallow mass graves. And that was a very difficult time for those who lost their loved ones during that time. But also Jalango is sharing that they also did not get enough time to bid Papa Shirandula a proper goodbye. And I want us to dive straight into his statement. So Jalango shares, today we celebrate Papa. It's in the height of COVID and the whole country is in panic, not knowing what will happen. I received a call from Burale asking me if I had talked to Papa. I told him it's been a minute, then he tells me to try and call him and he hangs up before I ask why. Quickly, I grabbed my phone, called Papa's number, Mama picked and told me she knows why I'm calling, confirming that Papa had passed on. Quickly jumped to the car, drove to Karen Hospital. Most actors had already arrived and the somber mood and the silence of death hit me. You didn't have to ask to confirm if the rumors were true. I quickly asked where the body was and if there was a chance to view the body. Jackie Vike told me wamekataa wanasema ni COVID. After pleading with the officials for hours, they told me they will only open the doors of the room where the body was for a quick glance without having to go in. He opened the door and Papa was all covered, and the only thing that convinced me that it was him was the fact that Papa was big and you couldn't miss knowing him. We had a quick meeting at the hospital to start the burial plans. We left knowing that it's going to be a well-planned goodbye for a man who opened so many doors for us. At 2 p.m. we were told that Paps was being transferred to Montezuma Funeral Home. All this time we still think that we have a plan to say a goodbye, and most of us are already thinking of how to get permits that will allow a nice send-off despite of COVID regulations. At midnight we were told the body and family are on their way to Busia. How? No time to ask. Get a flight ticket to Kisumu. We land in Kisumu at 8 a.m. and the funeral service is live on Citizen TV. We get a car running to Busia. While on the way, the burial is over. We get to Papa's home at 10 a.m. The grave is already cemented and covered. The health officials gave us 30 minutes to stand by the grave and leave Busia County. We asked why. Watu wa Nairobi wako na corona. Nobody in the village wants even to come closer. That's how we never got a chance to say goodbye to Papa. Keep resting. Thank you for everything. Jalango actually shared the photo of that day, and as you can see, that is him there on the left. The grave has already been cemented, and also just sharing how difficult that was, how things were hurriedly done. And I believe this is something that many families and friends can resonate for those who lost their loved ones during that particular time. Jalango has often spoken highly of Papa Shirandula and the role that he played in his life. He was one of the people who believed in him when no one did. In fact, the name Jalango came from Papa Shirandula himself. And maybe perhaps those who might not know that, I'll read a caption that he shared a couple of years ago as he was celebrating Papa Shirandula, sharing the origin of that name Jalango. He had captioned, "Throwback Thursday, I owe a lot to this man, Papa Shirandula, one guy who trusted my trade. He is the man who called me Jalango first. He gave me the name." And you've heard it from Jalango and how they never got the chance to say goodbye during that time. You are up to date. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified once you have any new uploads. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.